Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We got a little bit of a different setup here. So thank you guys for joining me. Appreciate you guys being on here with us today. Hey, listen, this is the wrap up. This is the finale, right? This is going to be all of it. This is the end of the talk by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Learn to act as if it's already yours. I mean, how would your life be different if you just started? Go back to episode 1. This is going to be episode 10. This is a series finale. We've done 10 episodes of these, guys. And so go back to episode 1 and start to watch and go back. And don't just watch it, guys. Do the exercises. Answer the questions. Put in your journal. Put new entries in your journal and follow along, because this is really more of a workshop style video. We did condense them down to about 15 minutes. We start promptly right at 7:45. We try to get you out of here by 8 o'clock so that you can go on with your day, guys. And today just happens to be Faith Your Fears Friday, or Friday, as it's quickly being known and becoming. And so today, guys, this is going to be the last episode, and we're going to be talking about the practice of patience. How many need this? Me right here. I need the practice of patience, guys. And so we're going to be talking about, as it says right there in the heading, trusting the timing and why patience creates those breakthroughs. Now, I get it. I understand. We wanted it yesterday. We want it stat, right? Today's generation, right? They don't even like microwave popcorn because it takes way too long. I get it. I understand. Everything just happens for a reason. But once you start to understand how everything works, it's a totally different mindset shift, right? You get that epiphany or that paradigm shift that really allows you guys to really start to think and operate differently. And so my question is this. Ever feel like your goals are taking forever to happen? Right now, everybody's getting ready to start to set their New Year's resolutions. If you haven't already, you're already behind the 8 ball, right? This probably should have started at the first of the fourth quarter of October. But even if you haven't, guys, there's still time. But my question is just simply this. What if patience wasn't a delay, but get this, a divine setup for something even better? I mean, just what if, guys? I mean, listen, let's talk about this, right? Let's talk about why trusting the timing can be the ultimate game changer. And you guys know that we're always talking about game-changing stuff on here, because we really do, guys. We really do want to help you guys be more, do more, and have more. This whole Fun Life community, right? It's all about helping you tap into that inner child, or that childlike faith, or reactivate that childlike faith, to be able to live out your childhood dreams in this playground called life. It's primarily for Christian, faith-based, believing real estate professionals. And it's all powered by this guy right here, a legendary speaker, trainer, motivator, Mr. Zig Ziglar, and his proud son, Tom Ziglar, the author of Choose to Win, right? That foundational program that we start all the cool kids on. But what we're really doing, that's just a long way of saying, listen, real estate agents, we simply help you to close more high-value deals, accelerate your results without you having to sacrifice your time or your joy. That sound like something you want to have a part of? Listen, it's all going to be part of practicing patience. So hang tight, guys, because we're going to give you the step-by-step on how to do just that, guys. But seriously, guys, if you've ever felt like it's just taking forever, you have good company, guys. You are with everybody else. So now let's talk about why that is so important, because if you ever feel frustrated for waiting for things to just fall into place, that's probably why. That's probably why what's happening to you guys. So what's happening with all the cool kids is this, right? We're closing out this whole series, everything that we've been doing for the past 10 episodes on helping you understand this powerful message, this powerful principle. Because once you understand, all of a sudden, it's game over, because now you know that it's part of the recipe. It's part of the process. And we've heard it and we've said it on several other episodes that how does it say? When you trust the process takes the pressure off of the person, guys. So it's all about trusting. And so today we're going to life hack what it means to break through the waiting, how to understand that waiting is just part of it for you, not to you, but for you. It's right. Romans 8:28. All things work together for good to them that love God, to them that are called. I might be mixing up my scriptures there. But anyway, all things work out for the good, guys. And so what is it for you, right? Because my question is this, right? If you've ever asked yourself, what's the point? Why am I even doing this? The truth is, here's a writer downer, that the impatience creates resistance, right? While the patience creates peace. And who can use a little bit more peace in their life? I mean, seriously, anybody, we all could use more peace in our life, but what would happen? This is the question for you guys. What would happen if you trusted that every single delay that happens to you was actually working for you, was actually a good thing for you? I mean, guys, patience isn't passive. It's powerful. It really is, guys, because Isaiah 40:31 says it this way, right? You know this one. You guys know this one. I know you guys know this one, right? It says that those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength, right? And so while you wait on the Lord, God is working behind the scenes. God is actually fighting for you, right? He's pushing back the darkness. Even when you don't feel it, he's working. Even when you don't see it, he's working, guys. And the truth of the matter behind that scripture, it says those that wait on the Lord, it's not waiting around doing nothing. If you go back and look at the Hebrew or the Greek of that word wait, it's like being a server, being a servant of the Lord, right? Solving people's problems could be a good servant, right? It's a good habit to get into. And so Dr. Joe Dispenza, in his talk that we're unpacking these last 10 episodes, simply said this, that patience isn't about doing nothing, guys. It's about trusting that everything is unfolding perfectly in its divine timing. Right, Zig Ziglar, right? He said patience will achieve more than force. I mean, you ever try to force something, right? It didn't work out for Cinderella. It had to be just right. You know, they say, and there's a Spanish saying in Spanish that ni los zapatos, right? And you can't really just force it, not even with your shoes. You just can't force it to fit, guys. You got to grow into that person. It's got to be patience is how this whole thing works out. And so what blessing... my question is this, what blessing might be on their way if you chose patience instead of frustration today? How can we choose patience instead of frustration? I mean, that's the ultimate game changer, right? You're going to have to shift your mindset. You're going to have to flip the script on everything that's happening for you guys. So when you start to look at it, right, how have you and I, how have we been impatient in our lives? How is it that we have just messed up the will of God for our lives because we were too impatient? Okay, maybe it hasn't happened to you guys. I've done it more times than I care to admit. Can I just be vulnerable? Can I just be transparent with you guys? It happens. But let's just take a moment to reflect, right? Because once you choose that patience instead of the frustration, everything changes. So what are the steps, right? This is the methodology behind how to help yourself not be frustrated anymore. Because here's the thing. Once you do the first step, right, and that's to focus on those small daily progress, right? I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me see. The greatest book ever told, right? The tortoise and the hare. The story of the tortoise and the hare is a great story because it's the daily progress. It's the putting the one foot in front of the other that makes it all worthwhile. And so what is one thing that you guys can celebrate that you're just simply walking towards that? You're simply putting one foot in front of the other. What is it? We've talked about how important it is to celebrate the small things, right? And then number two, what delays can you look at as opportunities to grow your faith? Guys, this is all about Faith Your Fears Friday. And so what opportunities can come out of the delays that we're watching? You've seen it all, right? Even going all the way back to 9/11, right? The guy that missed the bus, the guy that missed his taxi, the guy that wasn't able to make it to work that day. And all of a sudden, not to reach way back there, but there's countless stories of how that delay was actually an opportunity to grow your faith. And then the third thing is this: Practice gratitude, guys. I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. It's a superpower, guys. And so when you start to practice gratitude for what's already unfolding in your life, right, you're taking it step by step. You're not forcing it. You're letting it unfold, right? That rose story we talked about just a few episodes ago. And so bamboo, right? We've heard the story of the bamboo. It spends 5 years growing roots underground before shooting up some 90 feet in just 6 weeks, guys. So the question was always this: did it grow in 6 weeks, or did it grow in 5 years? Because at any point, you guys know this, right? At any point that you stop watering, you stop nurturing, you stop cultivating that bamboo tree, it dies. But after those 5 years, in that time span of 6 weeks, this joker shoots up some 90 feet. And so that's why it's so important, guys. That's why patience matters. That's why it's so vital, so key. And so again, patience isn't about waiting. It's about trusting. Can you just put trust down in the comment section? I got a gift for you guys because I want to be able to help you guys to be more, do more, right? So that you can create more, so that you can have more. You can't give that which you don't have. And the ultimate gift is one of legacy, guys. That's why we show up every single day. I don't like this sitting down. I'm going to go back to standing up. Once I get my new desk set up, I'm going to go back to standing up. But guys, you have to understand and realize that the Lord is fighting for you. The Lord really is fighting for you. You just simply need to be still. Just chill out. Take a chill pill, as the old guys used to say. Or that was me. So, guys, what's going to happen? So, how would your life change? I mean, if you really start to think about it, how would your life change if you, watching live or watching on the replay later on today, this afternoon, watching this on YouTube or even on Spotify, however you listen to it, maybe it came directly to your inbox. What if you just simply, how would your life change if you just simply trusted that everything that was happening to you, every delay, was preparing you for something greater? I mean, what if we really did get excited because things didn't just work out our way, knowing that what's coming is better than what could have been? I mean, again, that's a total mindset shift, right? That's something that we're not used to. But what if we just started operating that way? Because if you know, right, if you're ready to trust the process and accelerate your growth, then patience, what's going to happen is that you're going to be able to align, right? You align your, what's that called? Align your belief system with your action plan, and everything comes together, guys. So stop trying to force it, right? If you really are ready to trust the process and accelerate your growth, coaching is the best way for you guys to do that. And so I want to be able to help you guys to do that. And so I just want you to DM me the word patience or DM me the word trust, whatever it is for you guys. And I've got a special gift that I want to give you guys, because it really is about trusting God, about, lean not, in all your ways, acknowledge him. What is it? Proverbs 3 verse 5. Lean not to your own understanding, but in all our ways acknowledge him, and he will direct our paths. It's about trust. It really is, guys. And so when was the last time that you really did put all of your trust in God? I mean, you guys have been following me along for the last few weeks, last few months, maybe even longer than that. But you guys realize and understand and know that when we bought this house just a few months ago, our realtor just kept telling us, it's in God's timing. It's in God's timing, right? Trust the process. And it just seemed like, I do loans for a living, right? We still do loans. We recently just switched over to a broker instead of just a lender. We can still do loans through Cardinal, but now we have access to so many other lenders, right? We have access to so many other opportunities. We're on the broker side now instead of on the lending side of it. And so now we can be a little bit more competitive. Now we can have more programs that we didn't have access to. And what I didn't realize when I was really trying to kind of force the glass slipper on where I was at previously, all of a sudden I realized that God had something bigger for me, something better. But it wasn't until I literally just said, okay, Jesus, I'm trusting you. I'm trusting you with me, my family, with our home. You know what? You do your thing. I know what the process looks like or what it should look like, and it just wasn't happening. And so when I finally took my hands off of it and stopped trying to force the issue, that's whenever it all came together. Who would have thunk? So anyway, guys, if this episode spoke to you guys, we tried to get you guys out of here, so I've got just a few seconds left. If this spoke to you guys and this resonated with you, then I want you to share with somebody who just simply needs that reminder to trust God's timing, that God is never late. He's never early, although that would be nice every now and then, but he's always right on time, guys. And don't forget to follow me for more faith-based encouragement, guys, more inspiration, more motivation, guys. Hey, hang out with me tomorrow for something to smile about Saturday, right? As we go in and unpack the next story on this. We're going to be on episode number 21. Can you believe that? Anyway, all right, guys, thank you guys for being on here. Appreciate you guys. Love you. Thank you so much. Adios, amigos.